It's tea time. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh my God. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
It never gets old.
It doesn't. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hashtag Long Island Life.
It's wine of the week, Sharon.
CelebriTea. Tea. Your uncorked advice.
Long Island tea. All right, welcome back to Long Island Tea. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon.
And we're ready to spill some tea with you today about life on Long Island and why it's the best place to be and where we belong.
Yes. Live, work, play.
Yeah, I got in all of our branding right then.
Yeah, you did.
I was pretty proud.
You're like,
I was like,
and where we belong.
Where we belong, and we can be a foodie, or we can be whatever. And
we can be podcasters.
We can be podcasters.
See?
Yeah,
Look at that.
We can just be whatever.
Yeah.
Anything can happen here on Long Island is what I'm learning, and in 2022, which I don't know it's crazy. So speaking of, before we get started, because we have a lot to talk about today, how you doing?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Here's me last week. I'm like, we're going into 2022, eyes wide open. I think, I'm like, nope. Everything is unbelievable. I'm blown away by literally every encounter that I have. I'm like, this is, even Danielle, I was telling her something. She's like, this is not real life. I'm like,
exactly. And I feel like I wish there was like a rewind button where we could just like restart. Because we're fresh in, you know?
I don't know. I feel like it's not even just this situational analysis that we're in, but like I feel like everyone is an alien.
I know.
And I'll talk about aliens later because
makes me nervous.
I don't know what's going on. I'm like, is it like, was there like night after the comet? There was a comet.
Did the comet hit and we just...
We were in like a tin building or something. It was the wine, was the Long Island wine that saved us, and we're the only. Oh God, I don't know. It's crazy town. I just feel like it's nuts. But I've been dying to ask you because last week you were going to go to Tina.
Yes.
Speaking of things being nuts, and you don't know if it's going to happen. Did it happen?
It happened, and oh my gosh, what an incredible show!
Oh yeah,
it was incredible.
Oh my God, I'm so glad it was going on.
It was so good. I love Tina Turner. I don't know. You do, right?
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah. I mean, she's like the original boss lady.
I never knew her real life story prior to.
Ike and Tina and all that. Yeah, that was horrible. So, she went through it.
She went through it even before that, and it's sad. So it was a really sad story, but the cast did so amazing in portraying her, and oh my gosh, it was so
what an awesome Christmas present. And I'm so glad it happened because things are so weird.
Yeah, no, we definitely had a good time. We went in to have dinner first, which was really nice. And
where'd you go?
I don't remember the name of it. It's like, it was right across the street from the theater.
It
was like a steakhouse. Yeah. I had a filet mignon. It was delish.
Ooh, yum.
And nothing like Paris and Vegas, just saying. But
yeah,
still good.
Still, Mona Mega B.
Yeah. And we went to the show, and then we went and met my brother and sister-in-law, who were also seeing a show that night in Manhattan.
And what'd they see?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's good, too.
Yeah.
That just stopped, I think, today. I just
really?
saw it.
Wow.
So they're lucky they got in there.
I think it's because of the casts.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, because they can't carry on.
Right. But I don't know. We thought, like, I forgot I had kids, and they were sleeping at my sister's house. And then it was like, at one point, I'm like, oh my God, I do have to pick them up.
Yeah, you forget.
We do have to wake up in the morning.
You forget. You're in that window. Yeah, you're in that window where you get a rare date night, and that's awesome. Yeah. But I'm telling you, you blink, like, 2022 is going to be a weird year for me because Kenzie goes to college. And, now we can actually leave for the weekend, and we can forget that we have kids.
Yeah.
Turns out. And it's awesome.
Yeah. I actually sent a meme to some friends of mine that was like, sometimes parenting, you want to give it up for the day for 1 minute and just eat tacos and drink margaritas.
Yeah.
That's me. I want
Yeah. But it's the best. It's honestly the best thing ever, though, because you pay your dues. You put so much time in as a parent, right? And Chris knows this because his kids just went to college too. And then And then it's so hard. I always use that phrase, the days are long, but the years are short.
Yes.
And it's so hard. But then the best part is the end. Now we get to live life and it's awesome. And yet I still have my awesome kids. Yeah. And they're like my friends.
Yeah, we hang out with them.
We argue about politics.
I love it.
And they tell me all the... So it's awesome because you get to have the fruits of your labor, literally like bear your fruit. And you have your kids, hopefully, knock on wood forever. And you get to go back to your life. You do have to give up your life for about 15 years.
Yeah. No, the best part about it all was like picking them up the next day, and like they were so excited to see me. It was so cute.
It's the best.
It was really. It was the first time Evie slept out like overnight.
It's the hardest. It's so cliche because it's the hardest thing, but it's also the best thing.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
and so forever you have your kids and you get to go through their life and then enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. My kids are making fun of me again because I'm like spoiling, and now it's my niece's birthday this week, and so I was like,
"What are you getting her?"
Well, I mean, I got her the Malibu house, so now I've got to get her like Barbie stuff
to go in it. Yeah.
So I was like telling my girls, they're like, "What'd you get her?" I'm like, I got her the pet. It was the Barbie pet parade or the pet party, and it's awesome because it comes with all these cute little dogs, and then she gets to make like little Play-Doh bone-shaped cakes for the puppies.
So cute.
And I'm fully like pumped talking to them about it, and my daughters are like, you are crazy, and I'm like, no grandkids yet, but just so you know,
oh my gosh,
it's so fun to spoil them and then not have to worry about picking up the pieces and is she going to put it in her mouth, and I don't have to care about that
to
stuff.
The mom.
She's not going to choke on it. I don't know, just it's cute. Enjoy it.
I like it.
Yeah. So it's awesome. I'm so glad you had fun.
Yeah. Oh
and it was good. I can't imagine. Probably so powerful.
It was so powerful. Like I'm telling you, go see it.
Yeah.
It really.
And you deserve that date night. That was good, Dan. Good job.
Good
on the
score.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
I love it. So funny because I went on a date night. We have date night every Thursday after. It's right after the podcast, which is great. I texted Thomas a minute ago. I'm like, date night, right? Because I need it today.
I was thinking, where are you guys going tonight?
Oh my God, I don't even know. But last week was great because, poor Thomas, we go out and this is where I get all excited. I talk about last week we talked about data. I was so excited because we had a presentation about new data, and thank God he's a data nerd like me, so he gets pumped. And then I get to tell him all about. He knows everything about all of you and all of your lives. By the way, he's like my sounding board, right? So I tell him everything. So we're at the on date night last week, and we're at the bar, and again things are weird, right? So the restaurants are kind of empty. Yeah. They're empty. There was nobody in this restaurant. We went to, it's one of our favorites called PJ Harbor Club.
Okay.
And it's kind of a newer one in Port Jeff.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's right on the marina. So
beautiful.
The tables we never sit in the dining room, but it's beautiful. If you ever want to go to like a really nice place in Port Jeff, and the white tablecloths, their menu changes. It was really, really good. We were at the bar, and the bar's cool. It's like fiber optic lights and kind of windows where you look at the water. So we're sitting there, and Chris had just told us a hilarious story about a date, our Chris, that he went on, right, over the holidays. And it was, and I thought I loved it. But so then I'm sitting there at the date night, and the song comes on, and I was listening. I was like, oh, I love this song. And Thomas goes, what is it? And so I fully start singing the song. But there was only us at the bar. Like, there was nobody there. So I'm like fully singing Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton.
Oh my God, I love that song,
right?
First of all.
And I'm like, to the lyrics, I'm like, say you'll love me again.
Did
and
you
he's
get up
looking
on
at
the
me.
bar?
No. And then, but I start, I just sing like the chorus or whatever. Because it's so, I love that song. It's like, there's
so
no better,
good.
like, tragic, broken-hearted song.
Yeah.
Uncry these tears.
Yeah.
Come on. That's
it's
so
an amazing
good.
Song.
And he's looking at me, and then I'm like, oh my God, that reminds me of Chris's story. And so Chris goes on the date. Do you want to tell it?
No, you tell it because it's so funny.
You were like, I
can't get through it without laughing.
So Chris was like, I was like, Thomas, this reminds me of a story Chris told me today of a date that he had over the holidays, and it was like a online date, right? Kind of like a blind date. And he's there, and he's like, Chris is like, it was just like Santa Claus 2. I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't see that movie. So apparently they're talking about a song because it was Christmas Eve, and remember it snowed here on Christmas Eve, and they were talking about the holidays. And they said, oh, it's like that song, Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg, right?
Dan Fogelberg, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I love that song. I cry every time I hear that song for some reason.
I know. I love that song. It's so
classic. Yeah. And it's about the couple that they had a love affair when they were younger, and they run into each other at the grocery store on Christmas Eve, and
they were high school sweethearts.
Oh my God, it's such a great story.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm like, I love that song. And Chris goes, yeah, well, so did my date. And she proceeded to sing. She starts singing it, like the snow falls on Christmas Eve. And I'm like, yeah, I'm into it. Yeah, like cool. Yeah. And he's like, and then she kept singing it.
Yeah.
Like the whole song she sang. And like people at the bar stopped eating and looking at her. And like the servers stopped. And she like put on a performance, basically.
So funny, because that day when he came in, like it was like the Monday after the holidays, we were coming back from break, whatever, and I'm like, how's the kids, how's the holidays, whatever, and he's like, I went on a date, and I'm like, oh my God, really? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, tell me all about it. And he's like, so, and he goes into the whole story, and I busted out laughing. I didn't believe him at first. I'm like, no, you're serious? And he's like, yeah. She broke out in song.
Yeah. So my whole date night was derailed by Chris's story, because then I had to tell the whole thing. And then Thomas was like, Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg. What song? I'm like, you know this song. So then we get in the car. I'm like, I'm going to play the song. And then I'm singing the song in the car.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, I'm that person.
Funny.
I think I'm that person. But I don't sing the whole. And so then I was texting Chris. I'm like, I just totally told your whole story to Thomas. And he sent me the clip of Santa Claus 2. Yeah. We'll put it on our Insta. It is Molly Shannon singing, and Tim Allen is Santa Claus. Yeah. And at the end, he's like, that scared me a little bit. And she's like, you don't appreciate me and my expression. I'm leaving. And I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, my God. Molly Shannon is hysterical.
She was so good.
Yeah.
I was like,
did you watch the movie after that?
No, but I would probably now. I'd never seen
movies. Yeah.
It was so funny. I love that story, but I was like, that's me. Yeah. I'm like fully singing Unbreak My Heart.
Oh, my God. That is hysterical.
Thomas is like, in fairness, you only sang the chorus. And it was literally only you and me in the bar. So I'm like, okay. Thanks.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I love that story though. So we'll post it, but dating is weird. So then I told Chris, I'm like, we should do your dating profile and like put it on the tea. And like, he goes, no, he's like, if you're going to do that for Brie. Brie needs
help a sister.
Get her away from the psychic. I'm like, that's true. Those are some facts. So anyway, I thought that was hilarious. And now I think about it all the time. And in fact, I was thinking about that story again today because I was on the Peloton. And the Peloton instructors, there's one that I love. Thomas is like, she's crazy.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I love her. I don't know why. She's gorgeous. I mean, they're all gorgeous. Yeah. Like zero body fat.
Yeah.
And
chiseled.
The whole time you're listening to music.
Yeah.
Like all different genres of music, too.
Spanish girl?
No, her name's something Tool. Kendall Tool.
Okay.
Gorgeous, love her, but she sings the whole time. Like she knows every lyric, and she's dancing, and the songs change.
Yeah,
they're all different generations. I'm like,
so
she
funny.
knows every single lyric to every song. I thought about you, Chris. I was like,
that's
listen,
hysterical.
I don't think Chris would kick Kendall Tool out of his dating problem. No. By the way, if Kendall Tool from look her up. If she started singing, I think he'd be down for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what hysterical. That's my guess. Thomas is like, that woman's crazy. I can't believe you like her. I'm like, I love her. She's entertaining to me. I feel like I'd be friends with her. But you know what? Kendall Tool, she's super skinny and on Peloton. And you know why? Because she's not drinking wine.
Right. Right.
But we are, and I'm here for it.
I know, and it's delicious.
I wouldn't give it up.
Right?
Yeah.
No, we just said it. We're like, no, there's
no
I
dry. Loved your post. Everybody commented. I shared it on mine. Oh You're like, no dry January here.
No.
Okay. So what are we drinking, Sharon?
So today we are drinking Bedell's First Crush Red 2019. It's so delicious. It's a unique red blend made with sustainably farmed young vine fruit and aged in the stainless steel to preserve its easygoing character.
Awesome. This is beautiful. Bedell's one of my favorite.
Me too.
I just say it right out here. Bedell Red Crush 2019. And I actually, you know what? I love this label. It's so chic.
I know.
This is a really cool wine. It just looks classy.
It does. I know that it's like a good...
labels matter.
They do.
And it's just clean. And this is a beautiful red.
It is, right? Like
it's just very nice and mellow.
Nice. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's light. I would say it's mellow.
It's easy to drink, I feel like. So thanks to Long Island Wine Country and Bedell Cellars, one of the most beautiful vineyards to visit, by the way. It's a lot of our photography that we use is from Bedell. We do photo shoots there all the time. Mm-hmm. So when we're showcasing how beautiful they are, this is where to go. So we want to thank Long Island Wine Country for their sponsorship. Again, this year of the tea. And LAwines.com is where you can find all of this stuff. or LongIslandTeaPodcast.com.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And we have a bunch of, information on there. Either way, now's a good time to go. It's still beautiful.
It is still beautiful. You know what's so great about this time of year is, like, we talked about it before. There's like, some of them have fireplaces.
Oh, yeah.
Like what they're doing, like in the winter months. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
And by the way, Long Island weather, like today it's 50. We're hot.
Yeah.
It's going to be a high of like 19 on Saturday.
I know. I'm not looking forward to that.
It's so crazy.
No.
So just wait till if it's cold, just wait till tomorrow and it'll be a beautiful day and go to the vineyards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome to Long Island.
Seriously. So I thought about that today, though. I was going to read you this article that I saw in Newsday today, which I thought was really funny. Speaking of like, cold weather and everyone's, freezing and energy, everything's going up.
Yeah.
All the articles about costs going up. I can't even.
Again.
So this was I have to put my glasses on. This was hilarious. One of Britain's largest energy suppliers has apologized for advising customers to cuddle with pets or challenge children to hula hoop competitions to keep warm without turning up the heat as gas and electricity bills soar this winter. What? So like, just cuddle with your pets,
Oh my God.
Or
hula
get
hoop.
up and exercise.
What?
I was like, that's so
insane.
funny. The suggestions from Orvo Energy were in a list sent to customers of 10 cost-effective ways to save time in the financial sense. I think it's hilarious.
It sounds like they did a blog.
They were trying to be funny, and people are like, I can't afford my energy, and you want me to hula hoop
with my pet?
I mean, you got to think about your audience.
Wow.
But I read that article today, and I was like, that is
crazy.
hilarious. I had to share it with you. Before we get into some of the other stuff real quick, can I just please ask people to leave a review?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
It's been a while, right?
It has. And
everybody's been asleep.
We came back. We're back.
Everyone hibernated. We were gone. So now it's time to get back engaged. Leave us a review. It's so funny. My mother-in-law who listens, every week. She's like, I don't even know
how do I do it?
By the way, Alyssa, if our ratings go way down or our because she's like, so I was trying to leave your review and I couldn't figure it out and it said 5 stars and then it said 2 stars. I don't even know. I was trying. I'm like, great, super.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Okay, so our ratings just went down. If you see a 2-star, it's not necessarily thumbs down. It's my mother-in-law, my darling sweetheart, trying to leave us a 5-star review, and just crushed our ratings. But that's
so
okay.
Funny because I asked my mom, like, do you watch it? Do you hear it? She's like, how do I see you on that TV?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So we need your help. In other words, we need you to help kind of boost us up. So please leave us a review. You can go on Apple, Spotify, and if you're on YouTube, you just leave a comment and like it, whatever. But please, it really does make a difference in how people find us and if they're looking for Long Island stuff. So leave a review, not 2 stars. Somebody has to correct my mother-in-law's 2 stars. Okay, so Sharon, I thought we would do something really fun.
Okay.
So
I love when you do this.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on.
Because last week's episode, Siskel and Ebert, was hysterical.
I was dying laughing at us.
I was laughing.
I'm like, we're so
hard.
funny.
I know.
Those Muppets are not Siskel and Ebert.
Oh, see, Alyssa was dying that she wasn't here. She was like, "They're not."
I would have chimed in and said no.
The Muppets are. I see the correlation though.
You could totally get it, right?
Yeah,
because they're always in a theater.
Mm-hmm.
They're hecklers.
I know they're hecklers. I looked it up, but they are based off of
something.
But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waldorf and what?
Stoller.
So anyway, I was with you, Sharon. I was like, I felt like it was incorrect, but I was like, I get it. I understand how you would think that.
Thanks.
Okay, so I thought it was funny. So you know how crazy I am about my horoscope.
Yes.
And
to the point where I actually read it every day too.
To know what my mood is going to be. Because she knows I'm going to read my horoscope. Yeah. And then I come, like, she's like, okay, this is, because I believe it.
Yeah, I do too.
I've kind of stopped reading Newsdays. I mean, I still read Newsdays, but I've stopped taking it so much to heart. And I read the one online now.
Okay.
On my phone.
Moon memes?
I have an app. No, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, you have an app?
Yeah, I have an app that I downloaded for daily horoscopes. And it's so far pretty accurate. Right. But I totally believe in it. Astrology, especially right now with what's going on in the world, you need any kind of guidance, right? Mm-hmm. So I saw this really cool blog that Marriott did.
Right.
And we're in the tourism industry. So this is your where to travel based on your Zodiac sign in 2022.
Amazing.
Okay. So I'm going to read yours first. And you are a Taurus.
I'm Leo.
Leo. Okay, I read you wrong then. Okay, Leo, of course, you're the lion with your beautiful curly locks.
Nah.
Okay, ready? So Leo, Sharon, it says about you, always red carpet ready. Leo is the leader we all need and want. totally true. Leos are more willing to accept their place as kings and queens of the desert, and Dubai is where these vivacious and theatrical creatures should head next. Yeah.
I want to go to Dubai.
Dubai would be amazing.
Have you ever been?
No, we were going to go when we were going to go to the Maldives for our honeymoon. We were going to stop in Dubai.
Yeah.
And then, 2022 happened. So
Maybe
I
next
guess we're
year.
going to PJ Harbor Club. I don't know. So mine says, and then I'll read you guys's. Mine says Cancer, which is me, Sweet, sensitive Cancers are always looking for a warm fire to curl up in front of with their favorite book or a deep conversation with someone they love. Cancers are masters of hygiene. Isn't that where is that what we did in K-Beauty? What was it called? And I don't know what hygiene means. Hygge. And where better to learn the art of coziness than the Nordic country of Finland?
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
I think that's true.
You know me. I'm totally like by the fire, Cancer, reading a book, not talking to anyone other than like the one person that I love.
Right. Exactly. I am here
not talking
with
to
you, and that's
so
it.
Cool. All right, Alyssa, what are you?
Libra.
I saw you over here. Okay. Alyssa is a Libra, and Libra says, balance, harmony, and peace are practically all that Libras want in life. They love equilibrium and calm, especially in romance and relationships. Merida, the capital of the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula, balances culture and elegance with an array of museums, art galleries, and theaters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
What do you
believe
think?
that.
Yeah, I see that. Chris?
I'm Capricorn.
Oh,
He's a Capricorn.
Listen, just pick one.
I don't know what's it say. What's January 20th?
January 20th. Capricorn says, nope, the other one. Aquarius. Okay.
Capricorn.
I was like, pick one. I can't, this. Okay. I'm like, Chris, play with me. Come on. Aquarius says January 20th to February 18th, and it says, represented by water bearer, the mystical healer, this air sign is humanitarian, innovative, and shamelessly revolutionary. Aquarians are open-minded and love a good conspiracy, so a trip to Sedona is with mystical vortexes makes an excellent getaway for these free thinkers. All right, we know where Chris is going. Chris, I'll help you when you're ready to plan. Caroline?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, you're the Taurus. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. I was like, okay. So Taurus says decadence, luxury, elegance. That's all Taurus all day. Girl. They love bucolic, relaxing, soothing surroundings. And Costa Rica is the perfect spot for bulls to spend time watching the ocean, relaxing in nature, and eating delicious food. We'll post this link on our notes. So if we did not read your horoscope, feel free to. But a little teaser before we do the teasers, we are looking at having an astrologer that specializes in, what's it called? Like geography, basically. Astrology based on geography. Come in and talk to us about astrocartography.
Yes,
something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. She's like famous, and there's only 100 in the world that can do this. So we're working on getting her on the show. So more to come. We're trying to plan that in February. So more to come on that. Did you like that?
I did. I loved it.
Do you think it was like accurate?
It's accurate, yes.
All right, cool. So what else do you have going on? So we're at like Long Island Life.
So let's think about this. What are we doing for Long Island Life? Do you want me to go on about this?
Yeah. So because I have a couple of other articles.
Yeah. Let's
you want
do
me to go?
yours? Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I have a couple of other articles. So it was a long break.
It was.
And I read the paper every day. And this is if I could tell everybody, just read the paper. It is an amazing, just mine of just crazy information. So this is perfect tie-in. Speaking of astrology, have you been reading the articles in the paper about this new Webb telescope?
No, you told me about it. And
you guys, it's crazy. This Webb telescope, it's like there was the Hubble telescope. Right. And now there's the Webb telescope. Okay. So the Webb telescope launched into space over the break. It's 100 times more powerful than the Hubble telescope. Okay. But this is the scary part. It says it will be the biggest and most powerful astronomical observatory ever to leave the planet, elaborate in its design and ambitious in its scope. At a budget-busting $10 billion, it is the most expensive and also the trickiest. It's set to soar after years of delay, blah, blah, blah. And then it says it's providing a glimpse into cosmic creation. Its infrared eyes will also stare down black holes and hunt for alien worlds.
Why?
Scouring the atmospheres of planets for water and other possible hints of life. Nope. Let's not do that.
Don't. Let's just stop it.
No,
Stop it right there.
Not now.
No. just
This is the last thing we need, NASA.
really,
Like,
really?
stop. We're going out and hunting for it.
stop.
I mean, I'm all about the stars.
Yeah. And I just don't like the
But
idea.
I don't wanna
We talked
know.
about, in 2020 it was like killer bees.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying.
This is
I
aliens.
feel like this has already happened and everyone's an alien.
Yeah.
Except for us right now.
right.
Based on
We're
my current
living in
conversations
some
with people,
weird-
like based on Chris's date experience,
Right.
that lady was clearly an alien, right?
And I think it goes back to our conversation
They're
last week.
living amongst us.
They're all living amongst us. But like our conversation last week and how everybody's prioritizing a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it that? Is it everybody just changed their world so much?
No, I think it's aliens.
Okay.
No, I'm
All right.
just like,
You're like, keep it light, Sharon. It's aliens.
It's NASA's fault. NASA is hunting for aliens.
And we don't need them. Stop.
They can go all the way back to the beginning of time with this. And I was really proud. P.S. ASU is working on it. They're very involved. Arizona
Slow
State.
drop right there.
I know. Arizona State. P.S. working on
Oh
it.
my
Huge.
God.
They're very involved. But it also reminded me of all the incredible innovation that takes place here on Long Island.
Right.
Which people have no idea
They
that
don't.
like every lunar module that was made and tested here by every astronaut that went to space here on Long Island.
Right. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. And there's actually the Hubble, there's a whole Hubble telescope exhibit right now at Cradle of
Cradle of
Aviation.
Aviation, yeah.
It's crazy. And it's there. You can see what it looks like. And it's like the only one. I think
think
there's
it's like-
Smithsonian in this one.
I think that's so crazy. It's here on Long Island.
Yeah.
Like
And the role that we play, and
Right.
that, to be honest, that we're probably still playing
Right.
in all of this.
Right.
It's all the stuff is probably being
Oh my
made
God.
literally right here in Hop Hog Industrial Park, in the Innovation Park. Because
No
all
doubt.
literally the manufacturing aerospace, it's all here. And in fact, in today's paper, there was another article that says LI firm wins $20.3 million atomic clock contract. So Frequency Electronics won a $20.3 million contract to develop the next generation atomic clock, whose technology could be used to improve deep space exploration as well as global positioning system on Earth. Yeah, this is happening right
Yeah.
now, right here on Long Island.
this is all like, don't look up.
Yeah. Oh,
know?
And we have like Cold Spring Harbor, like 9 Nobel laureates right here. The inventor of DNA
It's crazy.
is here.
It's crazy.
And what's happening at Brookhaven National Labs, I don't even understand how to explain it.
What is it? What?
That thing that they just got the contract for the what is it called? The laser compound thing, where it's like, again, it's how matter is. It's basically determining how matter is developed.
Right,
What
right.
constitutes matter? I mean, I don't know. I can't comprehend it, but people don't realize how much of it's happening here on Long Island.
know.
And
I
it's
love
it's
it.
if you read the paper, it's funny how Long Islanders just kind of gloss over it. Like,
I was
yeah,
just going to say that.
cool.
I was just going to say that how much people gloss over all those kinds of things that like are in your backyard.
Yeah. Like this happening here.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Okay, so can I tell you a couple of other stories I thought were
Yeah.
amazing? So did you hear about these Haitian missionaries?
No.
You know, the ones that were working at the orphanage and then they got like kidnapped and they were being held for ransom.
No.
Oh my God, does no one hear this? So this was happening
Just
for a
me.
long
I didn't hear
time.
it.
So captive missionaries in Haiti were found free last week, and this was over the break. So this was in, just
When were they?
okay. So a group
Captured.
of 12 Oh, hold on. I can't believe you didn't know this. Okay, hold on. They were abducted October 16th, shortly after visiting an orphanage in Haiti, and they were verified it had received aid. Blah blah blah. So they were like a religious group that were there. They just got there, and they were all taken as captive and being held for ransom.
Oh my
And then it
God.
said that then they were just randomly free, and no one talked about it. So then the article explains, which I thought was amazing. Again, speaking of the stars. They were found free. They made a daring overnight escape, eluding their kidnappers and walking for miles over difficult moonlit terrain with an infant and other children in tow. And they were led by the stars.
Oh
They
my
followed
God.
this. The group of 12 navigated stars to reach safety after a 2-month kidnapping ordeal.
Oh.
Can you imagine? A detailed account of their journey to safety comes after the news that the missionaries were free. I'm like, a total of 17 people, 12 adults and children. They planned. They weren't just
An
set
escape.
free with
Yeah, no.
diplomacy.
Right.
They planned a
They
daring
planned
escape
it.
with infant and children and followed the stars to
It's
reach safety.
amazing.
I was like,
Oh my God.
you guys, this happened. Is anybody paying attention to this? It's
Oh,
crazy.
It's insane.
Right?
That's insane.
That's amazing. I'm like, why isn't this the news? But it's not. You
Yeah.
know, it's COVID test,
COVID,
everything.
COVID,
I'm like,
COVID.
hello, this is really interesting.
Right. Exactly. Talk about that.
Yeah, talk about that. Okay, one more story. Alyssa's freaking out because I told her. Okay, so
No, we got time.
Thomas begged me not to read the story on air.
Why?
Because he thinks I'm going to get sued. So I'm going to say before I read the story, I have no opinion on this story. Okay,
Let me declare.
I am just reporting. I'm just reading what was reported in Newsday.
Okay.
But this is a Long Island story, so I thought it was interesting, and it's so. Okay, I was going to read the headline, but I'll just read it. A Suffolk judge has dismissed a $10 million lawsuit by a billionaire and his son, alleging that a dispute on a South American field trip with the then 17-year-old's East Hampton private school, quote, prevented him from obtaining the full enjoyment of life, unquote.
Oh.
So first of all, let's talk about this. It's a private school in the Hamptons. They're on a school trip
To South Africa?
to South America.
South America.
By the way, Patagonia, which is one of the most beautiful
my
places
God.
on earth, right? Which is like, I've died to go to Patagonia, South America. Okay, so I don't want to weigh in too much though, because
Right.
it's scary.
Don't
right?
give me your opinion.
This is a billionaire's son. He's got more money than I do.
Right.
Okay, so I don't want to cross him.
Right.
Real quick. So the lawsuit filed March 23rd contends that this kid, I'm not going to say his name, a high school junior at the time of the trip last year, continues to endure, quote, suffering that knows no boundaries, unquote.
Oh.
Because, let's see, but even if the allegation's true, the suit dismissed it because they signed a release. So the lawsuit contends that he was threatened, berated, and later bullied into unenrolling after complaining about teacher chaperones leading peers, all underage, in a whiskey toast to celebrate the completion of a South African glacier hike. The post-hike toast is a tradition of sorts in the region of Patagonia. So they did this hike, and then the chaperones allowed them to do a whiskey toast, which is the custom of the culture. And he complained, and then they're suing the school for $10 million.
I cannot.
Because can I just reread the quote? Because this is my favorite part. He has endured suffering that knows no boundaries.
Oh, my God.
I love this story. This is such, to me, a Long Island Hampton story.
Yes.
Like, you don't even know suffering that knows no boundaries.
But here's the thing. The fact is that article was a half page in the newspaper.
It's totally true.
The article before that wasn't that half page.
Oh, right.
With the orphanage.
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. Yeah, no, everybody cares
Hello,
about
Long
this guy.
Island.
Yeah. I'm like, this kid from the Hamptons went on a Patagonia trip, and they did
And
a whiskey
complained.
toast.
I cannot.
Again, I have no comment
Right, no
or
comment.
opinion on that story. Should anyone be listening that is a billionaire, okay? I am not weighing in. Thomas was like, do not read that.
Yeah. Yeah. No comment.
Because
here.
clearly they don't mind, blasphemy. Okay, so that's it. Now, let's talk about something to do on Long Island. Speaking of Long Island, other fun stuff.
So it's cold. It's
Yeah,
January.
yeah.
The Newsday, the beloved Newsday.
We love it.
We love it.
It
We
has
love
everything.
For this reason. Definitely put out an article about different winter escapes. And I thought this was interesting because you can take a road trip to the Hamptons or
Yep.
head north for fun. I thought that was interesting that they were like promoting Lake George. Did you see that?
Yeah. And it's great because we're so accessible to everywhere, and there's so
But
many great places.
This was the one that I think is so beautiful is the Soundview Greenport. I love that hotel.
Me too.
Where it's positioned on the North Fork.
Yeah.
Has the most incredible sunsets ever, and I'm sure sunsets.
It's so cool because you're driving if you drive to Greenport, if you drive to the North Fork, you literally pass it, and it looks so unassuming.
It does, but it's
Yeah.
gorgeous inside
Because it faces so the doors of the rooms face the road, right? So it almost looks like kind of a roadside motel.
Right.
But then you don't realize you walk in and every single room is like floor to ceiling. And on the other side is the Long Island Sound.
and it's beautiful.
And it's all ocean. Every single room and the dining room, everything is all ocean.
The dining room is
awesome.
like right on this big, huge, beautiful deck where the sun. Like every time I pass it, I'm like, can we just stop?
Yeah, it was the cover of our travel guide a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
It's so because they have this deck that overlooks the Long Island Sound, and I think the Long Island Sound, especially in the winter,
It's so beautiful.
it's so because it's got like this weird mystical, like kind
Yeah.
of sometimes the angry sea.
Totally, yeah.
It's cool.
It is cool. I love Long Island. See, this is where
Yeah,
we belong.
see?
But the hotel's offering a wild, wild winter getaway package until March 31st. Stay 2 or more midweek nights. Monday through Thursday on select dates and save 30% off rates. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh,
That's
yeah. This is the best time if you want to experience some of these like
because
luxe hotels.
You can go out to the vineyards
Yeah.
and enjoy some wine
Yeah.
tasting
Yeah.
and then go stay at this beautiful hotel and have
Perfect.
dinner, and it's gorgeous. Another one of our favorites is Wolfer Estate Vineyard is doing a Candlelight Fridays.
Okay.
How fun.
I mean, we just had their wine last week. It was
Right,
fab.
it's delish. Wolfer Estate Vineyard will be holding this series featuring live music from 5 to 8 p.m. Fridays through the end of February. Guests can purchase wine by the glass or bottle, plus charcuterie and cheese plates.
Sounds like my jam.
Southampton Ice Rink. Have you ever done this one?
No.
Oh, it's so fun. Public skating sessions are offered daily, and sessions need to be reserved in advance for weekends and holidays. Weekday rates are $15 to $12 for children. Weekends, $20 for all. Skates are available to rent, but this is a good skating rink.
It's a good one, yeah.
It is a good one.
And if you go out there, there's so much there have so many cute restaurants
Yeah.
and bars and boutiques.
The village itself is
Southampton is so
adorable.
cute. So you go out there and skate, but you can also like warm up.
Right. Have some hot cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
So fun. The green room at the Sag Harbor Cinema. Once you've seen your movie ticket. Oh, no. Once I need my glasses. See? Once
borrow
you
mine?
have your movie ticket, you can hang in the green room until showtime. Stick around after the movie for more lounging. Bar features a signature cocktail menu with clever movie-inspired quaffs like Fear and Loathing in Sag Harbor.
The Sag Harbor Theater, iconic, and it had like a fire a few years ago and just came back, and it's beautiful, and it's literally right in the downtown. And again, you go there for a night for like theater, but then there's the Sag Harbor Inn right there. There's places to stay.
Yeah.
You make a weekend out of it.
That's another little village, which is awesome.
Or a couple nights.
Yeah, a couple bars and stuff. The Hamptons Jazz Fest Winter Series. Is this still going on?
I don't know. And I think this is a good caveat, though. Always check when it comes to like events, or even restaurants these days.
Right, exactly.
Like, I think we're just living in a world where you just
You
always
have to
check
double
before
check
you go
before
out.
you go.
Yep,
Exactly.
Yep.
So the Hamptons Jazz Fest is scheduled to hold performances at the Parish Art Museum and Southampton Art Center in Southampton. Greg Lewis and his group, Organ Monk, are slated for February 25th at the Parish, and Manuel Valera and the new Cuban Express are set for Southampton Art Center on March 18th.
Oh, okay. So the Parish is amazing too.
Oh,
Just
I
go to the
love that
Parish
place.
and look at their exhibits.
Just go. Exactly.
We had a great social media post about everything's going to be all right, all in just neon colors that they have outside.
yeah.
And man, is that a message that we need to hear right now?
Oh, yeah.
I love the Parish anyway, just normal. Even if the Jazz Fest isn't going on, just go
to the Parish Art
Yeah,
Museum.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so those are some good tips because look, it's going to be cold, but there's still so much to do around Long Island. Those are just a couple.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, and we have blogs on how to sled and how to enjoy winter and all the things to see and do and itineraries. DiscoverLongIsland.com. Make sure you go there. Also,
Yeah, absolutely. Because we do this whole thing with Port Jeff with ice skating, and it's
so
awesome.
cute,
Yeah.
so cute. And also, we should give a shout out to our merch.
Yes.
I have
When
been
you're
living
cold.
in, like Chris has the Belong sweatshirt on right now. Yeah, and that sweatshirt is so
That one I
warm.
live in. I live in that one.
And also when I'm doing my Peloton rides, let me just tell you, my Hot Tees tank top.
Yes.
It is the best.
Yeah.
It is the best tank top. It is so like light
It is
and
so
good
light.
quality. And so if you have not gotten your merch yet, you need to get on it.
Yes, you
and,
do.
and our Hot Tees hoodie.
Yeah.
Is so
I love that
cute.
one, too.
And they're running low, I think. So make
we
sure you
already?
I think the hoodies.
Okay.
Maybe not
Wow.
the tank tops yet because it's not tank top season unless you're like me trying to learn how to Peloton. But yeah. So make sure you get that merch.
Get
Very
that
good.
merch.
So Sharon, I had another thing I wanted to bring up real quick because we always talk about other podcasts that we love.
Yeah.
And one of the podcasts I was listening to the other day is I like Freakonomics.
Yes.
And Freakonomics is in this other family podcast they're recommending, one called No Stupid Questions.
Yes. You were telling me that.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I love it because it's funny because we're talking to our staff and they were like, this might be a stupid question. I'm like, stop saying
No,
that.
exactly.
There are no stupid questions. And so it was a really cool topic that it was called toxic positivity. Does toxic positivity exist, right?
Yes.
Everybody's being told, be positive, don't be negative. But is there such a thing called toxic positivity? I say yes.
I say yes too. 100%.
Everyone here shakes their
Yes.
head. Yes. And especially in the world we're living in. So No Stupid Questions talked about this. And so I wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Okay, good.
there's been some research, right? Out of Americans, how many Americans, what is the percentage of Americans that you think that consider themselves optimists? What percentage?
47.
Yeah. 90.
Wow.
90% of Americans consider themselves as optimists.
Yeah, right.
Right, exactly. Come on. And they came up with this great term they were talking about, which I think we should adopt, called optimism.
I love it. I do. I love it.
Because they're saying, like, the reality is we're so, like, pressed to be optimistic. Think positively and The Secret and positive thoughts. And that's true.
Yeah. We're out to the universe. That whole stuff.
Manifest and all that,
Yeah.
which is true. But also, it's okay to feel pessimistic sometimes. And you should have a balance.
Allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said, for example, if you came into my office and you were having a bad day and something was really wrong with you, and I was like, think positive, and I like danced around you, then what that shows is like I have a lack of empathy. I don't have any empathy.
Right.
Like I can't relate to you.
Right.
So, I just kind of want to say, especially what we're going through right now, it's okay.
Yeah.
To be allowed. Like, you don't want to be negative and be Debbie Downer.
Right.
But you can be, optimism. I have to say that very carefully because I don't know that. Okay, so a couple of things. They did a study, right? The happiest countries in the world. Where do you think the United States? What number do you think we were in 2020?
In 2020,
or maybe it was 2021. 2021. 2021.
2020.
2021. America. When it's, are you happy? Not optimistic, but happy.
7.
7? Yeah, that's a good. I think so. We were actually 19.
Wow.
Down, by the way, in the last time they did the study was 2015. We were down from number 15.
Okay.
So we're becoming less happy as a nation, which is no surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No surprise.
Do you know can you guess which country was last as far as happy?
Like being happy? Or
Yes. Which was the least happy?
China.
Afghanistan. Which makes complete sense also with what they're going through.
Yes.
But speaking of China, Sharon, then they did another study of 28 different countries. So it was a smaller, it wasn't every country.
Okay.
It was 20. And it was optimism. How optimistic are you about your country's future? Now, on that one, where do you think United States was?
28, you said?
Out of 28 countries.
Yeah. I would say 1.
Yeah. So we were 5.
Yeah.
Which is good. Number 1, China.
Wow.
China's optimistic.
Yes.
What's the happiest country?
Finland.
Oh.
It's Finland and then Denmark. So
Yeah, I would
Alyssa
agree
asked
with
which is
that.
the happy. And we've talked about this. Those studies come out, and in Finland and Denmark are consistently the happiest countries. And they've done follow-up studies about that, and they say it's because they have low expectations.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have these career ambitions and family and the money. Like it's a different culture where they're just happy to be happy.
They're just happy to live.
And they have different priorities and lower expectations. So I tried that with 2022. It didn't work. I set my expectations low, and I'm still like, what
totally crossed, right?
is happening?
There's so much pressure here, I think.
There's a lot of pressure.
There always is.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure in the United States, and but I think it's not bad. I mean, we're number 5 and number 19 is not out of a zillion. It's not It's not terrible, but I thought that was really interesting, and to say like I kind of like that the narrative is out there that you don't always have to be positive, and it's not.
Yeah.
I think that's what the last few years has taught us.
Right, 100%.
Be realistic.
But also, like in a general day, I mean, don't you think, like when you're, like you said, when you're in a bad mood, you want me to, I'm coming in to be like,
You read my horoscope, and you're like, here we go.
or just like in general, you just really, sometimes you don't need that extra positivity. Like, it's okay, everything will be all right, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, but you know what? It's not okay right now.
I know.
And that's okay to feel that way.
Yeah, and you don't have to dwell on it or wallow in it, but you
Right.
could just listen and make it okay to feel
And
that
you can
way.
have that moment.
I feel that way. Like my day is probably, and I think it's healthy to be 50% positive every day, and maybe 50% like, I don't know if this is going to happen.
Right.
We may all aliens. The telescope is going to find aliens, and we're all doomed. So cheers. Let's drink some Long Island wine.
Here we go. Cheers.
I know. Yay. I mean, look, we've got this moment.
Right.
Now I feel like I'm toxic positivity right now. Okay, so cool. another topic, which we might go into another day, but I heard this phrase yesterday that was hilarious, and it was about, and I think this happens with both men and women, speaking of relationships, is when you find often, this was happening in my bar class, we were having this conversation, and you find one person that's really ambitious, and then another person is kind of like an anchor, like a drain, you know, it happens both men and women, and they call that weaponized incompetence.
Oh.
They're like, it's weaponized incompetence. It's people that just float through life, and then you have to support them and do their dishes and clean them up. And they're like, sorry, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
That's hysterical.
I'm like, that is missing. So I feel like we should dig deeper into that. Alyssa, our producer.
Find a little definition on that.
Weaponized incompetence.
That's hysterical.
It's a thing. It's a thing. All right. So what else? Any teasers or celebrity?
So did you see J-Lo's Instagram post?
No.
Oh, my God. She's in video, like, I don't know what she's wearing, but she's teaching you how to do like this whole facial cleanse and her routine.
Okay.
She's obviously promoting a product.
Yeah.
But you got to see it because like she's bare, like
no makeup,
nothing. And
she looks amazing.
Kind of.
I don't, it's so much pressure. J-Lo has ruined my life.
I know. And I know you love her. I know you love her.
Oh yeah. You don't like her, which is, you know what, Sharon, I get it. I mean, she has ruined my life. I'm like on that Peloton every day, like, J-Lo, if not for you, I could just eat a taco and live.
Right.
At my age.
Right.
But no, because look at J-Lo. She looks like that. Well, so why don't you?
She's like in her bra, just doing like facial, whatever.
It's so, I saw a meme the other day that was like, if Friends launched today and it had all these people that look like Kardashians and they're all like, you know, one of like the summer house and they're all like, I'm like, it's true. The pressure.
Yes.
And the eyelashes and the, you know, oh my God, it's so much. It's too much.
It is too much.
So in the Peloton trucks are too much. They're too beautiful. I'm like, damn it. I look at you and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh.
No, I thought.
God, she looks
go
so
back.
good.
Maybe it was her story.
She looks so good, J-Lo. And it's fine. She was, look, it's a job. It's a 24-hour job for her to look like that. We have to remember that.
And then also Brittany.
Oh my God,
What
I
is
told
up
you.
with her.
Okay, Brittany, can I just say for the record, I said this. I said as soon as this, structuring is gone, she's going to go off the rails. And I was worried about it, and here it is.
What is her deal?
She's been off the rails, though.
She's been off the rails, but she's been contained.
Is she having a baby? I don't understand. She's holding a baby doll and feeding it a bottle.
She was fully naked.
Yeah,
fully
naked.
nude, posting pictures. I'm like, someone take her phone away.
Yeah.
Take it away. Put it back. Nope.
We're done.
Honestly.
Britt, we're done.
I knew it. I hate to say I told you so, America, but I was like, America's like that. Free Britney.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, look at her. She's crazy. I'm like, really?
That's true.
America,
You're right.
This is why we've slipped from 19 to 15.
Yeah.
Is because America loves to watch people fall. And you were talking about Kanye and Kim the other day. Like he bought a house across the street from her.
Yeah. Directly across the street from her. And like goes out on the balcony with his girlfriends.
I love
multiple.
that. I actually love that.
But then like goes to concert and would be like, marry me, Kim.
Well, he's clearly, he wants her. He's clearly reaching out for help.
She's like, no.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean.
It's sad. Your ex buys the house across the street and then like parades women on his balcony in front of your house. Like,
that's so insane to me.
He is insane. That's why I love him.
I know.
I love him too. I was just like, I'm here for his drama.
Yeah. He's so
outrageous.
Did you ever watch that David Letterman episode with him?
No, I did start watching the David Letterman thing. It was really good.
It was
really, really good. In fact, I watched the one with the guy from Bollywood. It was really good. No, but I need to go back and watch it because that was a good series, by the way. This is where we agreed. Okay. We agreed. All right, so we're going to keep telling you what to binge watch in the future. We're going to give
P.S. I started Yellowstone, by the way. I started it. And Kevin Costner, hello.
Chris, are you watching Yellowstone? I feel like you would thrive.
Yeah, you would absolutely love it.
It's really, really good. And Kevin Costner all day is how I'm going to end. I'm going to end this podcast.
I love it.
I just think he's amazing.
Yeah, me too.
And so good. Yeah. Like it. Okay. Yeah. So with that, speaking of teasers, we're being teased by Yellowstone and Kevin Costner. tune in next week. We've got some great shows coming up. You're out next week.
Yeah.
So we have our good friend Terry Alessi sitting in with me,
happy.
and we're going to talk about so much fun stuff. And February's coming up. It's Black History Month. We're going to feature Black-owned businesses every week, and we're going to have some special guests and celebrate the Black culture and contributions to Long Island, which I always love from our community. And we've just got a lot. Get that merch. Leave us a review.
And tune in next week.
Tune in next week.